This is a Squabble Studios production.
Hello, and welcome to Squabble, a noisy quarrel about something petty or trivial. I'm Carter.
And I'm Jacob.
Happy Valentine's Day, Jacob.
Oh, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Will you be my backup Valentine?
Oh, that's kind of weird.
Oh.
We are siblings.
Well, you know, it could be a friend.
Platonic?
You know, like in kindergarten, you gave all your
That's
friends.
true.
were
Yeah,
your
that's true.
Valentine.
I'll do that then. Yeah.
Yeah, like when we went to, school, quote unquote, because we were homeschooled. But
Yeah, but you would give it to like all your church friends.
that's why our siblings were our Valentines.
Yikes. Easy to stop talking. It's getting weirder and weirder. If you're watching this episode, you probably noticed something special and different. There's not a brown curtain hanging up behind us.
Ooh.
There is instead this awesome door. I'm going to scoot
door.
out of the way so you can see it a little better.
Yeah, and it looks really awesome, but this is a slight reveal, but next episode will be a real reveal. We'll have some good video of it, and we'll have guest star Miriam Garcia to talk about how she painted it and etc.
The inspiration.
But today it's getting close to Valentine's Day, and this upcoming Friday is Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So the question is, are you going to be single on Valentine's Day? And should you be single? Is it? This is going to be so.
It's going to be a pretty weird episode.
Don't stop. How dare you? Should you or should you not be single on Valentine's Day?
My stance is going to be I don't know if I fully believe this one, but I'm going to argue for it anyways because it's going to be entertaining.
Yeah.
Today I'm going to be arguing why being single is way better
Superior?
than being taken. Yes. Completely
And,
hypothetically.
I will be arguing that it is way better to have,
A lover.
a love. Yeah.
I don't like that word, but I'm going to use it.
You could say it like that. Who doesn't start? Do you want to start?
You can start for your points.
All right.
Because then, like I said, I feel like I should stress this. I'm not like against being in a relationship. I'm not in one right now, ladies. Just kidding. Because being single is better. But that was a joke. Please don't slide in my DMs. I'm good.
I am taken, but it's always flattering when someone slides into my DMs.
Not
That I'm suggesting.
No, you want to hear a
that.
funny story before we start this? On my TikTok, I had a TikTok recently. I made go follow my TikTok, Color Lad. I did one that kind of blew up recently. It's at like 200,000 views. No
Not
flex.
quite as many as mine, but okay.
Okay, yeah. But this guy commented and said, "Where'd you get that jacket?" on my post, like on the TikTok. And I was like, okay, that's pretty normal. So I answered it, and I was like, I think I got it at like Old Navy. I got it a long time ago. I don't really remember. So I just said that, whatever. I was like, he'll figure it out. And this guy was dedicated because he then went to my Instagram. I got a message from the same dude with a screenshot of my TikTok with the message, "Send me the link to this jacket." I don't know why he wants to see my jacket so bad. I guess he really likes it. It's just a plain brown jacket.
Interesting.
It's just
Wait, I thought it was your jean jacket.
No, it was
Oh.
just my brown jacket.
Oh, it was your brown jacket.
Yeah.
With the
It's like kind of
plaid
oversized, but yeah.
It's
It's just a brown jacket.
I think you got that at.
Belk's or Old Navy or something.
No, I think it was Kohl's.
I don't know. It was. I can look at it, see if I can find the tags, but he really wants to know. I'm gonna tell him I got it like 3 or 4 years ago, so I don't really remember.
That is hilarious.
But yeah, so that was my funny story.
Interesting.
But anyways, yeah, I do plan on being in a relationship at some point, so I'm not like. I just want to make that clear. But for the sake of this argument, I'm gonna be arguing why hypothetically, it's better.
Well,
So,
all right. So
you can go ahead.
As humans, we have a lot of emotions.
Uh-huh.
And what are emotions for if not to share them with others?
What about friends?
Yes, all right. But I think it's you need that special you need that special person that you trust wholeheartedly, not to because friends, they might make fun of you. You might have a lot of friends.
Just get better friends.
All right. What about somebody to? Okay, look. You can only have one significant other, but you can have a lot of friends.
True.
All right. what if, it's come Valentine's Day, you want to get somebody something special. You can't get something special for all your friends. You only have, enough for one person. So who's it going to be? Your Valentine,
If you're single, you can just spend that money on you to get you something that's going to make you better as a person, make your overall life experience better.
Well, I suppose that is true, but it's kind of selfish.
Or you could just save your money.
For what?
I don't know, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to buy.
All right, but but you could do that for any holiday.
That's true. You could just always do that. Just always save your money.
Right. So, like, is it not special?
Our door is opening. We're sorry about that, folks. But we have another guest coming to watch.
My girlfriend actually
Speaking
just
of,
walked in.
Oh, you got to be careful what you say now.
Yeah.
Did you want to pull up a chair, or are you just going to stand?
Well, it's okay. I'm arguing that it's better to be.
She's turning our lights off. This is a mess. This is why it's better to be single, Carter. You don't see my girlfriend coming in here turning all the lights off.
Yeah, I don't see your girlfriend. Period.
Oh, yeah, accurate.
Because look, here's. It's better to
let's just go ahead, Lauren. Just don't worry about being disruptive. Just sit down. We'll just acknowledge it. That's better than acting like nothing's happening. Okay, you can carry on now. Sorry, everybody.
Remember, what I was even gonna say. Okay, team. It's better to go into anything with a team. All right.
Yes, I agree.
And that's the argument.
I guess this is what I have to say. There's few things that you can do with a significant other that you can't do with a friend, for instance.
Such as?
Well, there's a few things. You can only be so affectionate with a friend until it gets weird. You can only how should I say this? You can only get freaky. You can't get freaky with your friends. I mean, if you do, then I think they automatically are no longer just friends. So, anyways, those are the few things. So, if you take that away and you just have to look at those and say, are those really worth it for all of the cons to being in a relationship?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, they kind of are. But hypothetically, they're not. Think about all of the time, the consideration of this other person's feelings. It's a huge part of your life. The money, all those things that you have to put into that when you could be putting into yourself or like your hobbies or doing something greater for the greater good of all people.
Greater good for all people. Tax benefits.
How's that good for everybody?
What if you're married? You get various legal I don't know, bonuses, such as tax benefits, where you don't have to pay as much, or
let me say this,
things like that.
How much money do you think you spent on Lauren in the past times that you've been dating? You haven't been dating a year yet. How much money do you think you spent on her?
Wow.
A lot.
Yeah, probably a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's probably in the thousands almost, at least.
I've bet I've hit 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of lunch I've bought her.
Yeah. Anytime you go out to eat with her, you almost always buy her food.
Right.
Yeah,
because I'm a man.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't think that the
thanks.
I'm waiting for. I was waiting for it to click in your head, but I'm going to have to explain it to you.
It's not clicking.
The amount of money that you're going to save on taxes, I don't think is gonna. Hypothetically, if you're gonna be with Lauren for the rest of your life till the day you die, I don't think the amount of money you're gonna save on taxes is gonna make up for the amount of money that you're gonna spend on her.
Okay, I'm gonna fact check that.
Okay. How much do you save being married?
Look,
I don't think you're gonna find a number on, maybe an average.
Here are 7 tax advantages of getting married.
Because that's the most important thing to a marriage.
Well, I would say this is important. I mean, especially if you're
marrying someone just for the tax benefits, don't marry them.
Not just for, but if you're two young people in love and financials are a big problem today.
So you're saying
everybody goes through financial struggles, and if you're just waiting to get married, but you need a little extra money to get by, sometimes, it's better to just get married so you can get those tax benefits. So here they are. Okay. Number 1, your tax bracket could be lower together. I don't know what that means, but
you're not going to know what any of this means, Carter.
Yes, 2. No, I don't know what that is.
What did I say?
Oh, okay. Here's what jobless spouse. A jobless spouse. That's hard to say. Can have an IRA, and so that's good.
Your spouse. What? There's no guarantee your spouse is going to be jobless.
Well, I know, but just in case.
Besides, that's one thing you knew out of all 7 of these.
No, hold on. Okay, filing your taxes can take less time and be less expensive.
And your marriage can protect
Filing
your
your taxes
estate.
are expensive and take time. Boom.
Okay, well, look at the part now next to it. It says
No.
tax downsides. There's another part to that article called the tax downsides of the marriage, Carter.
Don't look at that. They're not numbered, so there's probably nothing.
How about all of the time that you could be spending, with a girlfriend, you'd be spending with the boys?
Okay, that is a strong argument. However,
That's a strong argument.
also
think about this. The boys don't care how stupid you are. The boys are never going to break up with you. The boys will never cut you out. I guarantee it.
I don't know, dude.
It goes well.
If you be simping,
And if you've got socks on, you can get freaky with the boys too.
okay. What the heck?
I don't condone it, but you can.
I mean, you can. I would suggest just maybe
Not.
not. Yeah, not.
No, that was a bad point. But my other point was accurate. The boys will never. You could literally be like, walk up to me or one of the other boys and be like, "Come help me bury this body and don't ask questions." Be like, "Okay, got lips sealed."
Well,
and we would go. I would if you did that
okay,
to
yes,
Lauren.
I would.
Oh,
Oopsie, sorry.
yeah, my mic.
Mike, I'm getting
You did that to
aggressive
Lauren,
here.
she'd be upset.
Okay, first of all, not true.
She would.
One of the reasons that I like Lauren so much is because she would help hide a dead body, and she would not ask questions. Well, she might ask some questions afterwards, but you better believe we'll both be in the mud digging that grave.
Okay, I will say this though. You can, if you were to personally hurt Lauren, then it would be over, right? Maybe not immediately, but like, let's say you were to do something that was personally like hurt her or betray her.
Like hurt her feelings?
Yeah,
I do that all the time.
No. Like I'm saying like something really bad, not like super. Like if you were to like cheat on Lauren, right? Like it'd basically be over,
Okay.
right?
Red flag, sure.
Yes. If you could personally betray the boys, and they're still going to be there for you. I guarantee. I've had the boys betray me. Everybody's had the boys betray them every once in a while, and you still love them because they're the boys. It's not like if you mess it up with a girlfriend and it's over. Once it's kind of like it's always going to be. That's always going to be there, But with the boys, they'll move past it and they'll see past that. They'll always see the best in you.
I think what you're doing is you're saying okay, but you're saying that are you saying no matter what you do, the boys will always be there for you?
I will. I can't think of anything the boys could do that I would not. That would make me dislike them.
What if the boys had sex with your sister?
I mean, as long as they didn't like, that's already happened. Yes, actually, one of the boys is dating my sister, so that's already happened.
Yeah, but what if you didn't approve
of my sister or the boy?
The boy.
Well, I mean, if he's like doing like
what if
bad things, if it's consensual sex, I don't care.
What if a homie started dating your ex?
Yeah, that would be rough, but I would never hate the homie for that.
Really? Okay,
I can't think of a single thing that I would make.
What if a homie started dating your mom?
That would be messed up, and so yeah, maybe that would be a little bit of a problem.
But I
wouldn't
have a single thing that you would stop hanging out with a homie if he did it. If he did, insert this.
Okay, maybe very few things, but like
nothing
plausible, bro.
What?
Nothing plausible.
What if he shot and killed me?
You?
Me.
Was he sorry about it? Well, I'm not saying I wouldn't be upset with the person, but like
if a homie,
like if Daniel shot you and killed you, was he sorry about it?
Are you kidding me?
I'd be mad. I wouldn't want to like be friends with him anymore, but I would.
All right, that's all. You would not be friends with
But
them.
let me tell you this: if they apologized and I think they meant it, I would be friends with them again.
Are you kidding me?
Tell me you wouldn't, bro. If Daniel shot me.
Well, if it was an accident.
Or what if I was being stupid? What if I deserved it?
If he was sorry, no, I wouldn't. But like if it was an accident, that's a different story.
No, what if he was genuinely sorry and all he wanted to do was mend those relationships because he felt so bad for him?
No. If he did he mean to kill you?
Yeah, but it was a lapse in judgment.
If he meant to kill you, no, I would break up with the homie.
Well,
if it was an accident.
But think about it, that's so outlandish. You see what it would take to break up with a homie?
I mean, but that's just okay. I mean,
And the thing is, even if you do mess, like it takes a lot to mess, like to completely have to cut a homie out. The thing with a girlfriend is, like I said, it's always gonna be like if you do something wrong like that and that happens, it's like it's not like with the homies, it's just gonna like forgive and forget, you know. Like I guess like it would be, but like it would be different, you know, because it's not like there's that. It's not like there's the dynamic of a relationship. I don't know how to define it, but like the boys, well, they'll forgive and forget.
oh, but that only because they don't care.
Well, there's not that
And I
level. You don't
think-
need to have the same level of trust with the boys as you do with the
Exactly,
girlfriend.
and I think that's a negative for being single. That next level of trust it's a next level.
I mean,
of
trust is kind of overrated. I'm just kidding. That was a joke, everybody. Disclaimer: that was a joke. I'm sorry, ladies. That was also a joke.
And okay,
That's what therapists are for.
what?
Trust. They're legally. You can trust them.
I suppose. All right.
Big brain.
Okay. So okay. I don't even know what else I even
All
gonna
right.
say.
So okay. All right. Okay.
Okay. I have to begin my sentence with okay, or I
you
will
can't.
not be able to
Okay.
to get it. I will- okay.
Okay. I won't say it. You can go ahead. You can say it.
I can't.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll start the sentence without saying okay.
Just replace it with like so or well.
I could say
Okay,
I can
dude,
begin
that
a
works.
sentence with I just have to say something. Okay. So
He did it again. Okay. So what were you gonna say? Just say the
don't
point.
know.
I'll
I can't remember.
you know when you start saying it, as soon as you say the word okay, you forget.
It's because you ruined me.
Okay, let me say this. I did it. Fine, I won't say it. Here we go.
Why do we have to have like an intro word or phrase? Here we go.
Because
All
I'm bringing
right,
up another
okay.
point. I almost said it again. Help. It's a trap. Release me.
Okay.
Our poor listeners. It's not funny. I'm going to cry.
I'm already crying.
Okay. I can't not. I actually had a point too. I almost said it again.
It's so hard not to.
I almost did it like every time I start to talk. Really though, I'll say that. I literally can't. Okay, so if you think about all the candy you can eat if you're single.
Okay. Think what? What?
Think about it. Like Valentine's Day candy, bro. You get to eat all of it
What
yourself.
about so okay? I'm not even. I said it, but here we go. You, when it comes to Valentine's Day, everybody around you and stores and marketing, everything you see around this time is like Valentine's Day. My significant other, I love you, love, family, blah de blah.
I love the
but
family.
You're just gonna be the one guy who's like, nah. Which you know,
Well, you just said family. You can love your family when you're single.
but as we established at the beginning of this episode, you cannot be my Valentine.
What about the boys?
Oh, okay. You can't be a sibling. Can't be your Valentine.
Or what
but
about
the
you
boys
just
can
ask?
be your
You can go
Valentine?
on a date but not be dating a girl.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here. Okay.
There's a
If
difference
we're
between
getting
being-
into
yeah.
this.
Okay.
So then, what do you think?
Where do you
At
think the
what
line
point?
is drawn?
Yeah. At what point are you dating
I think
and
you
not
can-
going on dates?
I think if you like ask somebody out, and it's not explicitly like, do you want to go? I think, or even if you say like, do you want to call it a date? That's like the talking phase. I think. I mean, okay, I'd say if it gets past like 3 of those, you're like
three
kind
of,
of
wait,
start.
3 of what?
Like if you go 3 official times and call it a date, then it's
Okay. So
like
if you go on 3 dates, you're dating.
yeah, but like you can also there's also a difference between like dating and just hanging out.
That is the fuzziest line I've ever seen.
There is no line. I'll say that because like you never really know what the other person's thinking or what their intentions are. You got to talk about it. That's why I think if you're gonna like start dating somebody, if you're gonna be your girlfriend or you're gonna be their boyfriend, like you have to like say it. You have to be like you have to either say like we're
A
officially
verbal
dating.
agreement?
Yes.
All right.
Because then you never know what the other person's thinking unless you talk about it. You could be like, what if you're like, oh yeah, we've been on 3 dates, we're dating, and the other person's just like, oh well, I mean, we were just talking, we were hanging out, like I was just still like, I didn't know what I was doing, like.
That's a roller coaster. Sure.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Okay, long story short, I guess it's just like I feel like you have to say it for it to become true.
Yes, verbal agreement.
Yes.
Both parties have to agree that.
And that's why it's better to be single. Another thing is, girls. I'm sorry. I'll apologize to all women right now. Women are hard to deal with.
I will not disagree with that.
Women will say one thing and mean a completely other thing. Women will say one thing and then change their mind the next day. Women will basically say, I'm going to tell you something and there's a right answer, but I'm not going to tell you what the answer is or that there's a right answer. And if you don't say the right answer, then they get mad at you.
Wow, the
women, I just called you.
shaking.
Yeah, if you are offended, and if you are saying women aren't like that, you're one of them. Because everyone knows a girl like that. And if, like I said, if you're a girl and you say, oh, I don't know any girls like that, guess what? Take a hint.
Wow, this episode is getting sweaty.
I'm sorry, I take it. That was a joke. But
right. I know it's this point has been lurking for a while. Okay.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and
sex.
say it. Yeah.
Willpower, bro.
What?
Or I would never do this. I would not do this. If you do it, good for you. I would never do it. But
and you know what? A disclaimer as well. I think you should wait until marriage to have sex.
Yeah, I'm a virgin. I'll put that out there on the internet.
Also, a virgin. This is a weird.
This is a weird episode for sure. It's got really personal really quickly. But just like I said, I would never do this. If you want to, go right on ahead. But there are people who are down for the hit it and quit it, the old one night stand.
Well, I'm not hating on people who like.
Oh, me neither. More power to you. I wouldn't.
Yeah, personal opinion. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
But if you're single and you want to do that, and you find there's like-minded people,
So you're saying that Valentine's Day is a day for a hit it and quit it?
Well, I'm saying it can be if you're into that kind of thing. But let me tell you this. Well, if both parties are into that kind of thing, okay, don't lead somebody on. If both parties know and have the same expectations, go right on ahead. More power to you. I'm happy for you. But let me tell you this. Make this point. Valentine's Day is evil and manipulative.
Whoa.
Valentine's Day was created by corporations to sell more stuff.
That's not
they
what
charge more for doing different packaging. Nothing else about the candy is different. They charge more for extra packaging because they know women and lots of men too say that, oh well, if my spouse or significant other basically has to get me I said that weird. Basically, they have to get me something. That's what it is. If they don't, you're going to be in trouble for it. And so it's created by corporations.
It was not created by corporations.
Okay, but it is now.
According to BBC.co, it was actually created by the Romans. So
okay, but it's
this is actually interesting. You want to hear it?
Yes.
Having a particular Valentine's Day is a very old tradition, thought to have originated from a Roman festival. The Romans had a festival called, would you like to try to pronounce this word?
Yeah.
Luper.
Wait, I got it.
No, you don't.
Lupercalia.
Okay, in the middle of February. Officially, the start of their springtime. It's thought that as part of the celebrations, boys drew names of girls from a box.
Okay, so you see back then, first of all, that's kind of awful. We should bring that back, though.
Well, you should?
Yeah.
What?
That'd be fun.
Okay, interesting.
Second of all...
but also, it also has a lot of Catholic ties.
Because like St. Valentine?
St. Valentine's Day. It was a feast...
St. Valentine's Day?
I'm reading it, dude.
Oh, St. Valentine's Day. It's his day. That makes sense.
St. Valentine's Day was a feast day, and the Catholic region added to the, what is that word, Jacob? Liturgical calendar around 500 AD. The day was commemorated for two martyred Roman priests named,
you guessed
it, Valentine. They were both named Valentine?
Wow.
That's awkward. Because of this legend, Saint Valentine became known as the patron saint of love. See, man, a saint of love. You want to diss Mr. Valentine and his love?
Our dog was named Valentine.
Actually, yeah. You want to diss our dog, dude?
She's dead too.
Yeah, I can't believe we.
What? Okay, but like back then, I said it again. But like back then. Back then, there was no buying candy. There was no expectations that as a significant other you had to get something for your bae. You know?
What do you mean? Sure, there was. You could buy candy back then. How do you think they got candy?
They didn't. Candy wasn't invented yet, bro. I'm looking up when candy was invented.
Candy has been around forever, or sweet foods in general.
When was candy invented?
It's not just candy that people 250 AD, you doofus.
Okay, but like I said again. No, but seriously, I can't focus now. I'm thinking about my little sentence intros. It's been created now. They will charge more for candy. You can buy a bag of M&Ms any day for like, I don't know if these numbers probably are right. You could buy, like, let's say you could buy for like $1.50 any normal day. You buy it on Valentine's Day with the Valentine's Day packaging, it's like $5 now, bro.
All right, but capitalism. Are you do not?
Oh, I
support
love capitalism.
Boom.
I support it
Valentine's Day.
fully. But
Okay.
but
So
that doesn't
you're-
make it evil.
What?
Morally. I'm down for listen.
I thought you said it is evil,
It is.
but then you
Wait.
just said it was not.
Wait, that doesn't make it not evil.
Oh, but okay. So you like capitalism, yet you're admitting it is evil.
Well, if it's still better for the economy, but it's manipulative. I'll say that.
No, it's not. It's marketing strategy. They know that people are going to buy.
They prey on lonely people.
What? No, they prey on the people that.
They prey on
have
people
Valentine's.
trapped.
They don't prey on those.
Okay, this point kind of did fizzle out, but overall, my points have been better. I think
No.
the only point you've had is
Well, you can do sexy stuff with a girlfriend. You can't do that with the homies.
No, dude. I talked about trust. I talked about.
I trust the homies with my life.
I talked about family, because you can't.
trust you with my
look,
life.
You can't start a family with the homies.
No, okay, you're right. Yeah, there's adoption. Or if you have a full house situation, I guess they're all married separately too. But listen, home is where the heart is.
No, dude. I mean, yes, by bro code, I'm required to say that.
Whoa! You don't believe
homies
it?
are where the heart. Look, sometimes
I know you can't have a child. You can't impregnate a homie.
In every man's life comes a point where they have to
Simple little.
spread their wings and leave the homie's nest.
Well, yeah, but they always come back to it.
Well, of course, the homies stick together, but like.
They fly together, die together.
Amen, brother. But you have to have that next level, that next part of your life, that next relationship, that more trusting and where you can be more honest, and where because with a significant other, I think the point is to become one with that person. And with the homies, it's too difficult. I don't think the homies want to be one with themselves.
No, the homies want to be one unit. All of them. It's not combining one soul. It's a group becoming one legion.
All right. I think
He's shutting down my point. That's a good point.
no, you're right.
The homies are like a clan. The homies are like in Finding Nemo, those fish that like come together to like make the shapes and stuff. That's what the homies
nematodes?
are.
Is that what they are?
What'd you just call them?
Nematodes?
First of all, I think that's called a nematode.
No.
Nematode?
Yes.
I don't think that's a real thing. I think you just made up whatever the freaking nematode is.
No, dude. The nematodes are real.
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, I found it. Maybe it's not. I'm just an idiot this time.
Yeah, you are an idiot.
Oh, yeah. No, maybe nematodes are the thing from SpongeBob, I think?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, they are. And then they go to the Krusty Krab and they destroy the Krusty Krab.
No, those aren't nematodes. The things are the things that eat his house.
Oh, you're right.
Though you're thinking of the
But
sardines.
same thing.
I think they're sardines.
But
What
I
are
am
those
thinking
guys?
of nematodes from SpongeBob.
Yeah, you are.
Because they travel as one. But we need to end this episode. But
Yeah,
first,
the sardines are the thing that eat all of the Krabby
You want to know
Patties.
some Valentine's Day facts?
Mhm.
Okay. Did you know that every year more than 36 million heart-shaped boxes of chocolate are sold across the country? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Did you know that men, on average, spend twice as much on Valentine's Day as women?
Wow. That's pretty sexist if you ask me. Wow, women, step up. Treat your man like the king he is. Enough of this, all women are queens, all men are kings too, okay?
Yeah, I
Gosh.
agree with that. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, did you know that February
I'm
14th
just kidding, by the way, everybody.
is the second largest card giving day of the year?
What's
just
the first
after
one?
Christmas.
I feel like your birthdays.
This year it's expected that 1 billion cards will be exchanged around the world.
Wow. Who gets Valentine's Day cards? Everybody. I feel like Christmas you do buy cards. I feel like most people make Valentine's Day cards.
On average, teachers receive
do.
the most Valentine's Day cards.
Teachers, that's kind of weird.
Yeah. And more than 1/3 of men are comfortable not receiving anything from a lover
See,
on Valentine's Day.
we've actually stooped that low to where we don't even expect anything. Sad.
It's
Here, man, you
estimated-
dropped this. It's a crown.
It's estimated that the U.S. alone is going to spend $3.3 billion on flowers for loved ones
See,
this year.
you know, if you spent that on, if we all just don't, what if everybody, instead of getting okay, this is my challenge to everybody out here for upcoming Valentine's Day, if you're taken, whatever you have for your significant other, return it, donate all that money to somewhere that's like actually a good cause, and then tell your significant other and say, hey, look, honey, I have this really good idea. I'm going to do this instead. I'm going to make a difference. And I'm not going to feed into the capitalist propaganda of that is the evilness of Valentine's Day. And if they're a good person, they'll respect that and appreciate it even more. You can even make the donation under their name, get them a little certificate. So you're welcome. Do that. And then make them something homemade that doesn't cost anything.
The only other day that beats Valentine's Day in floral sales is Mother's Day.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually surprising. I respect Mother's Day.
Actually
Get your
is
mom
surprising.
something.
Does anyone want to guess the most purchased flower?
Roses.
You're right. Did you know in 2015, 18% of women in the U.S. sent themselves flowers?
Ooh.
That is a
Yikes.
Why would you send yourself? Just gotta go
Just get them for yourself. I'm all for treat yourself. Get them for yourself, but don't send them to. Oh, well, I guess they probably like called the flower plate they called like a botanist, like a flower
It is
shop.
extra money to send themselves the flowers. They could have just gone to
No,
you.
if you're getting it from a flower shop, like it would be about the same as if like they were gonna just pick them up. Like you just like have them.
No, it's not.
Okay, just kidding.
You gotta pay the delivery, dude.
Yeah, I guess, but I get that. I guess actually, I was thinking they like bought flowers, then sent them like actually bought them physically, but it makes sense.
The word lace. This is kind of a weird one.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
The word lace comes from the Latin leques, meaning to snare or net, as in to catch a person's heart. That's
I don't think that's
dumbest-
liquez.
the dumbest-
Laques would probably just be like
Lach.
lock.
Anyway,
Lake. It'd probably just be like lake.
I think it's time to end this.
Oh, okay. It's time.
It is time.
Just like all of you out there will be ending your relationship after my points.
Considering
It's like that. What's that comedy show? That comedy routine? You showed me on Netflix one time, and he said that he's gotten so many tweets that he's gotten people to break up with their significant others.
yeah.
But what did he say that? Because I want to end that. I want to get somebody to break up with their significant other by watching
Lauren,
this.
what's his name? Lauren knows what his name is.
Lauren, will you tell me? David Sloth. Look up David Sloth relationship bit.
Sloss, not
Oh,
sloth.
at least it's Sloth. Look up David Sloth's like relationship bit. It'll probably come up. It's really funny. He says that he's gotten so many people to break up with each other, but like for their own good, not just like, oh, I'm ditching you, but like, their own happiness.
Right. Well, his argument is
Yeah, the jigsaw. Look up his jigsaw bit.
Yeah. Well, because his argument was that like there's so many people in the world.
What are the chances? What are
that
the
you're
chances that your significant other you found out of the billions of people on Earth, you found her like at your school? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I'm sorry, you just didn't.
So anyway,
Actually, maybe you did. I take that back. You know what? I take it back. I don't want to say anything wrong. I take it back. Maybe you did, and that's great if you did.
In like a
But
few
what are the
years,
chances? I mean,
Jacob's gonna be getting married, and his wife's gonna watch this episode right here, and Jacob's gonna look really bad.
No, I mean you probably did.
Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Squabbled Podcast. We also have a Patreon, patreon.com/Squabbled Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, YouTube, Spotify,
That was a joke, by the way.
Google Podcasts, and our website.
SquabbledPodcast.com. That wasn't a joke.
And I think that's it.
I think that's it too. We'll have some pictures of our new door app, so stay tuned for those too.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's it. We will happy Valentine's Day.
Happy
And we'll snap you later.